Here is our host, creator, and producer of Impulse. Please welcome Sean to the stage.
Hello, Serpent Reality, and welcome back to another episode of Impulse. Already getting nervous. This is so great. Love it. All right. After 34 days of playing one of the craziest games on the planet, welcome back to the reunion of Impulse. From shocking twists to intense challenges, the players all navigated a journey like no other. They've schemed, they've fought, and most importantly, they've survived the pulse-pounding experience that is Impulse. Tonight, we're celebrating everything that made this season unforgettable. We'll be handing out some special awards to recognize the moments that define the game, moments of brilliance, betrayal, and bravery. But that's not all. The power is in the jury's hands as they will be casting the final votes to determine who among the final three truly deserves to win it all. And then the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand reveal of the winner of Impulse. Who will walk away as the champion? The anticipation is real. And soon, we'll all find out. So buckle up, because tonight's going to be a wild ride. Let's get started.
Let's welcome back everyone from this season, shall we?
We shall! All right. Oops.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah!
Welcome back. Pretty dirty.
All right, okay. Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, pimp strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people. Spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people. Spread it across the country.
Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah. I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Live. And Danny. Finally, please help me in welcoming back the final three of the season. Danica. Last but certainly not least, welcoming back to the stage, Jody.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
First and foremost, if you're not a finalist, please turn off your camera. Finalists, you are able to be on camera at this current moment. All right. So, hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome to the reunion of the season. Throughout this season, we have had drama, lies, betrayals, and memories made. As the host of this season, I want to thank each and every person who played a part in making this season happen. From the host to each and every single player that put time, energy, effort, and countless hours into this game. I can truly never say thanks enough to anyone that has played or hosted this game, because without the production team I have been graced with and the amazing players who play this game would be nothing. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Whew. To get things started tonight, I want to show you all a fun little sneak peek into what's to come next.
Is your friend David joining us tonight?
When did all my friends become so loud? We act like reality shows, probably 'cause reality blows. When did all my friends become so loud? We traded our boring lives for MTV storylines. Why? Recently he said that she said that we said some shit that you wouldn't believe. Recently he said that she said that we said that he said some shit about me. So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. We're caught up in problems. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. Hold up, can we make it stop? Hold up, but I'm so caught up in drama. Everybody's talking now. When did all our problems get so small? We break up with lovers and friends, make love to the rumors instead. Maybe we're addicted to it all. The drama is dangerous, but it's so exciting to us. Recently he said that she said that we said some shit that you wouldn't believe. Recently he said that she said that we said that he said some shit about me. So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. We're caught up in problems. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. Hold up, can we make it stop? Hold up, but I'm so caught up in drama. Everybody's talking now. When did my friends get so loud? When did my friends get so loud? When did my friends get so loud? Oh, when did my friends get loud? Recently he said that she said that we said some shit that you wouldn't believe. Recently he said that she said that we said that he said some shit about me. So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. We're caught up in problems. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. Everybody's talking. Hold up, can we make it stop? Hold up, but I'm so caught up in drama. Everybody's talking now. Everybody's talking.
Impulse AI All Stars premieres September 22nd. Woo woo! Cannot fucking wait. So beyond excited to see what will happen next season. But as for now and the end of this season, it is time to get things started tonight. Whew, goodness. So, to start things off tonight, our final three are going to each have a moment to give their 3-minute opening speech to you, the jury. We have pre-randomized the order in which the final speeches and opening speeches will go. For opening speeches, the order will be Danica, Jody, Kiki. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. Closing speeches, we just reverse the order. So it'll be Kiki, Jody, Danica. Any questions from the final three about the speeches?
Yeah, I have a question. Was that really randomized? Because to me, that looked like it went alphabetical.
I didn't even realize it was alphabetical, but yes, it was randomized. Using my good friend random.org.
Should we go off camera while other people give their speeches?
No, actually, I know a couple of you aren't like the most fond of being on camera, but I do prefer all final three be on camera for everything.
What?
You don't have to be. We just prefer it. You don't have to be. We just prefer it.
Right.
It's not a requirement.
No, can you send that link or whatever? Once I'm already in here without the camera, I can't find where to turn it on. If it's not on when I'm starting.
If you go all the way down and hit your little thing, like you scroll all the way down and hit your down at the bottom, you can have your mute, whatever, all the little options.
All right. So I will ask each of you before I start your time if you are ready. Once I say go, your time has started. I need my phone. Give me one moment. What the fuck? I found it. It wasn't that far away. It never is. Cool. All right. Danica, you're first up tonight for opening speeches. Danica, you will have 3 minutes. Danica, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, Danica, your opening speech, you may begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor to have made Final 3. But I played a strategic game from the beginning. I'm from the shadows. I concentrated on talking to everyone, keeping a really positive attitude while cultivating a good relationship with Danny specifically. As a return player with a history, he was a perfect shield. When he and Yoder had gone against each other so early, it gave me a perfect opportunity to keep poking at it and keeping that focus on Yoder. As the game continued, Liv and Yoder kept not going home, and I pushed that they had too many powers, and then that they had one too many comps, and then that they had too good of a story, and just kind of kept pushing that narrative amongst everybody, kind of to stay hidden. At every turn, I was discussing our 3rd, 4th, 5th picks for patience. So if powers were used or anything weird happened, we were prepared for that as well. Danny was my main alliance. We kind of kept that on the DL, and when he was brought up as a possible option for 3rd, I was able to nudge it off of him, so I kept my shield in the game. I ended up having 2 powers this season, Marvin's Syringe and Steal an Advantage. I think I used both of them very effectively to get further along in the game. And using them at the right time the way I did, I was able to accomplish multiple goals with each one used. And I feel I played a strong game that I'm proud of, and I'm glad I got to meet everybody, and I made some real friends here. So it was fun. Thank you.
That was weird.
Thank you, Danica. Also, really quick as a little heads up for the finalists, if you're unsure of where you're at and how much time you have left, I do use the chat to update, but please do not let that become a distraction to you. Just keep reading your speech or saying your speech if you memorized it or whatever it is. I don't want you guys to get distracted, but that is a way for you to know if you need to know. All right. Thank you, Danica. Jody, it is now time for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, your 3-minute opening speech starts in 3, 2, 1. You may go.
Waste of time, I guess, technically, but I just want to thank everybody. I had no idea what to expect from this community. So thanks to production and the whole Impulse community, especially the 4 alumni who somehow impossibly made it to jury despite being the absolute biggest threats. So to everybody here, as Liv would say, I would fuck with y'all in a future game. But now we've got to pick a winner for this one. So I was like, all right, why do I deserve to win? This game is more full of twists, turns, luck, like random shit than I've ever played in my entire life. So I feel like it really depends on being able to pivot your strategy, how much social currency you've gained, and your ability to win comps in critical moments. So I think based on that criteria, I have the strongest game here. Comps, I mean, if you count ties, I won 6. If you don't count ties, I won 4. And 2 of those were the critical finale comps, giving me the sole vote to evict as cardio, where I was able to keep my word to absolutely everybody I'd given my word to on who I'd keep and not keep, and then coming first in the elimination comp to earn my place here. Throughout the game, I think, as you all know, I socialized with everybody, even people I didn't form formal alliances with, like Jesse. I think we had a really strong relationship. Haley and Jesse, we traded ingredients on the food truck, so we could establish trust and kind of have bond with each other. And I think we had some really good talks, Wheels, as well. But it really was like my matrix of formal alliances, plus my, I think, really under the radar final 2 with Bear. That got me to the end. So shout out to my alliances. The very first pre-game alliance was me, Kiki, and Yoder in the Healing Havoc squad. And then the Fantastic Four, great name, Brian. It lasted about 2 seconds when Liv kind of flew the coop, and we realized she was that close to Yoder. I stuck with the Bedpan Bandits, was with Danica, Brian, and Danny for most of the game. But then late in the game, after Liv put me up as a replacement, I was like, oh shit, I got to formalize that. And Liv and me and Yoder also formalized a really strong alliance at the end, which eventually was called Jesse's Angels, when Jesse had thrown herself on the sword for Yoder. Playing those 2 sides of the house gave me an incredibly strong middle game without lying to either side. So I welcome your questions.
One moment, give me 1 second.
Can I vote?
Okay, really quick. Sorry, we had to check something. I had to make sure something was correct. Sorry. All right. Thank you, Jody. Kiki, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Kiki,
Am I muted?
your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Well, I didn't really prepare a speech because, I don't like to do that shit and I get nervous. So I'm just going to wing this shit. All right. So here's what I have to say. I think I played a pretty fantastic game because unlike anybody else in this game, I was never put on that block. Just remember that, everybody. Never once. So I had pretty good relationships with a lot of people, enough so that nobody wanted to put me on that block, which got me further and further in the game. I cultivated a very good relationship with Danica and Jody. I had a great relationship with Danny, very much on the down low that nobody knew. But we were really super close in this game. I did give him ingredients. I did also help him get an idol, but I didn't have an idol. He used that idol. And then me, Danica, and Danny also compacted ingredients to get an idol, which I don't remember. Danica, I think Danny had that idol too. And then he used it, I think, on Brian. I don't know. But anyways, I never had an idol in the game for myself. I never had any powers except for the one power that I got week 1 that nobody knew about except for Danny and Danica, which neither one of them knew what the real power was. However, that's the only thing I really lied about in this game. But that never got used. I didn't have to use it on any allies because any of my allies that I really needed in this game always had an idol or something that they played, and so I never had to deal with it. And then I never got put up, so I didn't have to use it. So I held on to it until the end and got here automatically and didn't have to compete in the final 3 comp or any of the final 6 comps. So that's where, my game is. But I had a good relationship with Yoder, and I know that Bear tried to come out and say all kinds of stuff after. But me and Yoder, I'm going to give props to Yoder because when I was going through a really, really rough time, Yoder was right there. And I know Bear was trying to spread that me and Yoder were getting really close and everybody was trying to get Yoder out, but me and Yoder were already close. But like that man was a decent human being for me, and props because I really needed that when I needed it. So thank you, Yoder.
All right. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you again, Jody. Thank you again, Danica. It is now. Oh, I should probably stop the timer before it beeps at me and yells at me. It is now time for the jury segments. The way jury segments work are very simple. Each juror will have a 5-minute time period where they can ask questions, make comments, or simply just pass along their time if they would like, or if they would not like to do anything at all with their time. We will start with the first juror and we will end with the last. So we'll start with Haley and end with Liv. Or sorry, we'll end with Danny. When the jurors are asking questions and the finalists are answering, the time will be paused to make it fair for the jury to ensure they get their full 5 minutes, as it does take time for anyone to answer any questions. Are there any questions from anyone? It is highly recommended that every juror ask at least one question to at least one finalist. However, if you choose not to ask any questions, you will still be able to vote, and you are not required, but obviously, to ask any questions. All right, we will simply start with Haley. Haley, are you ready? Maybe.
Haley.
Whale. Casey, at Haley and her. Make sure she's alive. God forbid she's not. That would be very sad.
Her mic won't turn on, allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what she just said in the jury chat. So, like, she said, my mic won't turn on, Lamau. Do someone else first.
Okay. I figured it out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Haley.
All right,
I
Haley.
really don't think I have a question. I think being the first juror and going out random, I didn't really get to see a lot. But I do want to say congrats to all three ladies. Super iconic, all female final three. Love it. You guys are all awesome.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks.
Thank you, Haley.
All right, we will move. Haley, I'm going to mute you. Don't get upset. We're going to move to Wills. Wills, are you ready?
I am.
All right, Wills, your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
I have one question, and it's just one word answer from all three of you. Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Coke all day.
Coke.
Thank you.
Wait, can I speak up for real quick to Wheels?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I just need something. I just want to say something to her in regards to her speech that she gave us.
Oh, no, absolutely not. You can address that in the final speech. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's
It's just not fair for me to allow you two and then Jody and Danica not.
It's no, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. Thank you, Wills. Sorry, I'm trying to paste the screen. Everything's everywhere. Brian, you are up next. Brian, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Brian, your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I don't really have any questions, but I do just want to say I am so happy to see the three of you in the finale. Jody, what big move did you make this season?
So I think there were two. The first one, you could decide if it's a move or not, but I downplayed my final two with Bear hard. We agreed right away. She's like, there's majority 7 way before the big leak, way before Wheels told you and everybody found out. I knew about the majority from like 2. And honestly, Bear was like, do you want me to try to get you in? And I was in a little alliance with Yoder. I know it wasn't really active, but I'm like, nah, we're cool. I'll keep tight to the people in the majority, like on the peripheral, so I'm not their first choice, and just kept downplaying the relationship with Bear so that we could play kind of opposite sides of the house. Like she was anti-Kiki, she was anti-Danica, she was that brought me closer to Yoder and Liv in the end of the game when we came together on that side as well. So I think keeping my relationship with Bear super low, as well as making that pivot to form a second big, like, strong alliance with Liv and Yoder at the end.
Oh, thank you, Jody.
I missed you.
Missed you too. But yeah, I love everyone here and go to you three.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next up, we have Jessie. Jessie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hi.
Hi,
You know-
Jess.
Hey, Josie.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, everybody. Am I good to go? Yeah, I think so. So I do have a few questions, unlike other people. I'm actually gonna try and ask questions. So first of all, here's a fun little question. What is one song you would use to compare your game to?
One
Oh
what?
my God, that's so hard.
Oh, one song you would use to compare your game to.
Oh, a, a bar song. Everybody getting tipsy. Sorry, I just like to have fun, so I feel like that's a very fun song, and that's what I would compare my game to.
Alrighty.
Only because I'm really proud of being in the end with two women. Sometimes when I want to get jacked at work, I play the man, Taylor Swift. And so it makes me feel like my last run. So the man, Taylor Swift.
I'm totally stoked to be in the end with three women, and I'd go with Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, that's a good one. I do like that. I forget
That is
about
a good one.
I forget about that song.
Okay. What is a lesson each of you learned from me in this game? I believe it's important to learn from our fellow jury members.
A lesson we learned from you, or just
Me or just in general?
Either one of you want to go first?
Absolutely. Actually, I'll use you, Jesse. I sometimes play a pretty like a bigger game than I played this time. And honestly, near the end, like almost all these jurors can tell you, I was like, what's up with Jessie? I really like her. I feel like she's like doing a really stealth strategic thing. I don't know what it is. I really like her. And it was all about like a quiet but strong game.
I feel like everybody feels like you have to have a flashy game, but like a lesson I take out of like watching Jessie, I kind of go her way too, but like is you do not have to have a flashy game. Like you can make it far and not be flashy. Like you can just be you under the radar and just and you don't have to not be liked just because you're under the radar.
And I love her, I don't know, moral standing next to her friend and stuff. It was great to see her use her idol to save someone who had previously saved her. I know that ended up being to her detriment, but that is great loyalty that you don't often see in a game called Blindside Bay. It so it was really nice to see that.
Also, Jesse, I just want to point out I did really like your wig. I thought it was great.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna listen. I'm not 100% sure who I'm voting yet. So, good luck.
Thanks,
Thank
Jesse.
you.
Love playing with you.
Jesse. Also, really quick, Jesse, you did nothing wrong. I promise, lovely. When we ask a question to all three, please assign them in order to answer, just so it's easier for them, and so we don't have like it hasn't happened yet, but just so because in the past people would all start talking and then we're like, what the fuck, huh? Gibberish. So just make sure you assign in order. I would do it, but I'm lazy and I don't feel like it. And it's your question, so. All right. Yoder, Toter, you are up next, friend.
All right. I didn't really have any questions prepared, but I just wanted to say it was great getting to know all three of you guys. Glad you made it to the final three. Thank you, Kiki, for your kind words and your speech. I really appreciate it. And yeah, good luck to all three of you.
Thanks, Yoder.
Thank you, Yoder.
Thank you, Yoder. Dylan, the infamous, I'll cut my finger off. Dylan, if you would like, are you ready? You're muted.
Where is our Dylan?
Dylan.
Dylan, do you have
I'm quiet.
do you
And I
have
will
all
be
your fingers?
I will be answering the questions for Dylan, as he is tied up in my basement. He has told me what he has wanted to say, and let's begin. So you can hear me, right?
Yes, do you have
Yes.
all your fingers?
Okay. So Dylan has wanted to ask you, Jody, why did you eliminate him at the final six? He is very curious. Donkey.
Dylan, as I said when I made the choice, like heartbroken to lose you, but at the same time, I had made dead ass like promises. I had told Danica I would not eliminate her. I had told Danny I would not eliminate him. And as crazy as it may seem, I was loyal to Liv in the end. And I told Liv I would not eliminate her. When it came time, I was like, holy shit, this is scary because I don't know that I'm eliminating the person that has the best chance of me beating me in the elimination comp, but it felt true to my word. And I think we like had a good relationship, but we didn't have a strong game relationship.
Donkey, Dylan appreciates your world. I will tell him that. Wait, what do you want me to say, Dylan? Okay. He has said thank you for the kind world. Next up, Kiki. What do you consider to be your biggest move? And what? Oh, yeah. What is your favorite ice cream flavor on top of that?
Oh boy. So, okay, my biggest move, I really didn't have to make any moves because I was never like in charge. Like I was never cardiologist. I never won cardiologist. So I didn't have to make a move. But I will say this. When it came down to Royalty and Danny, that was at the very beginning. I chose to keep Danny because I already knew me and Danny were gonna have a good relationship, and I knew Royalty already, and we go back and forth. And so I was like, I'm not keeping Royalty, and nobody else kept Royalty anyways. But now I'm paying the price because Royalty sees me in other servers and starts crap. But biggest move. I mean, like I said, I don't have a big, but here's the thing: I kept my my reward, my advantage, a secret. Only two people kind of knew I had one. They didn't know exactly, but they knew I had one, and that is it. Nobody else knew I had that, right? No matter what it was, nobody knew I had it. And I kept that quiet all game. And nobody went and spilt that to anybody that I had anything. So that was pretty impressive if you ask me. So I had some really close allies that I could trust that weren't going to say anything. And my favorite ice cream, well, none of y'all really know because you probably don't know what Brahms is, but it's cappuccino chunky chocolate.
Personally, Donkey, I would go with onion flavored ice cream, but thanks for your information.
Well,
Finally,
I'm sorry, Shrek.
Danica, Dylan has wanted to ask you, who, out of anyone from Pre-Joey, who deserves to be in Joey from Pre-Joey the most? And what is the worst state you've been to? That way, Dylan? Okay. Yeah, Dylan confirmed that. So, Donkey, what is your answer?
Worst state, unfortunately, happened to be Alabama. But pre-jury, most of the pre-jury people were fairly inactive, and so I didn't see it as unfair for them to go home before the jury time. Even the ones who were even active, maybe they were very active, just not personally with me, but I was not upset about the people who left pre-jury.
If you had to choose, though, like if you had to absolutely choose,
probably Kelly.
Okay, noted. Thank you for your time. And also, since I asked 2 questions to everyone but Jody, Fanta or Sprite, Donkey?
Both excellent.
Actually, no. Fanta or Sprite?
Fanta.
Okay. And finally, what is the best vegetable?
Is that for
Onions,
Jody or
they
what?
have layers.
Like everybody? Or me?
Everyone.
Oh.
Onions, because they have layers.
Mm-hmm. And that
Shrek loves his onions.
And that is all, Donkey. Shrek. Remember, Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Thanks, Dylan.
So much.
Is it my turn? Finally.
I don't know. Thank you, whoever you were. Mystery unsolved. Next. No, God, I'm scared. Next up, we have the one, the only, I still do not want to eat your legs, Liv. Liv, are you ready?
Hey. Yes, sir.
You are good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Kiki because you came off a little strong in the final 6 when you got the auto finals 3 spot. So I just want to know, how do you think your game is better than the other two at all? No shade, but like, come on.
Because the other two because the other two have been put on the block. I was not
But
at
you
all.
also did nothing in the game.
That's not true. I did because I talked behind the scenes to people.
So
And
did
that's
both of
what I
them.
did. Huh?
I
No,
said
but
so did both of them.
But they also got put up. I didn't. I never once touched that block. Nobody that was cardiologist ever put me up. There was one time where Dylan tried to put me up, but I was safe because I had won safety. And he tried to put me up as a replacement, but I already had safety. Other than that, nobody ever tried to put me up. That's the biggest thing I can say. Like, not one person ever tried to put me up, and nor did I go up. That means I had a hell of a game socially to be able to get to where I did, because if I didn't, somebody would have put my ass up a whole lot sooner than anything.
Can I tag in on that?
I'm like, let me put my comment in. I think genuinely, to me at least, the only reason people didn't put you up was because, at least like from my perspective, and I feel like from a lot of people's perspectives, you weren't really giving a reason to get put up because nobody saw you as a threat at all in the game.
What? But if I was not a threat, they could have gotten rid of me pre-jury, right? They could have put me up pre-jury. They didn't. I wasn't a threat, but I could win comps occasionally, right? How many comps did other people win, right? Like, I was not that big of a
won like
threat.
4.
I did not make myself a big threat. I wasn't trying to get involved in drama. I wasn't trying to get involved in any of that crap.
Didn't seem like it.
I stayed low.
Okay. Okay.
And I had allies who didn't want to put me up.
Okay. Okay. Next question. We're gonna go with I'm gonna sorry, I just got a funny DM. I'm gonna go with Danica. I want to know, like, obviously you had reasons for keeping Danny safe because he was working with you, right? But I want to know exactly why you chose him as a shield instead of choosing me as a shield.
Very first day when we had gotten in and started talking and stuff, we'd clicked real good. We have a mutual friend who gave me a high recommendation that he's good at comps. He's, you know, a loyal player. And, you know, when you got a recommendation like that, you take it.
Who's the recommendation from?
Sammy.
And you got the exact recommendation from Sammy for me too, because I know damn well Sammy talked to you about me too. So I don't want to hear it.
He talked about you, but he did not give the same recommendation for you. And as for the whole how many times you're put on the block shows eligibility for winning, I was put on the block. I told Danny to put me on the block. I stole an idol from Yoder. Liv and Yoder got on the block. Liv squeaked off. I told Danny, put me up. Everyone's gonna vote. I'll use my idol. Yoder goes home. I'm safe. So yeah, I was put on the block. I wasn't vulnerable. When the terrible twos happened, that didn't happen. Yeah, I was put on the block. Almost everybody was. I was also taken off the block. How many times you're necessarily on the block does not make you a better or worse player unless you know what's going on behind the scenes of that block. Because I was saying, put me up there. I'm okay to be up there because I know I'm safe.
Exactly. Okay, now we will move on to the lovely Jody.
Hey, Liz.
Hey. I just want to say love you, girl. But
Love you too.
Like, what's a good question for you? Well, okay. What is like a move you made that you didn't say, like, with aligning with Bear bullshit. Like, who is somebody that you got out in the game that you purposely wanted out and then it happened and you made it happen?
Really good question. Like that.
Not necessarily like you, like, you know, puppet master or whatever, but like somebody that you
not
planted
puppet
seeds for and they
master.
ended
It
up
was
going out.
on mine, and it was like I had a lot of damage to control to do because I ended up putting you up as the emergency patient, but we talked about it. I was sure with that big alliance and your strengths that you had other advantages. I wanted Wheels out, and I'm probably not going to get Wheels' vote only because I didn't talk to Wheels the most. We certainly didn't have any game talk. Not an advantage to me at all. And I also knew you'd be a vote for Wheels, even if you stayed up.
Yeah, lucky.
That was yeah, it was definitely Wheels. And then at the end I had the single evict for Dylan. He wasn't a threat, but I wanted to keep my word to the people I keep my word to.
Respectable.
I feel like
Thank you, my friend.
Am I out of time?
We talked about, it was brought up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal it now. So the Live Wills thing was brought up. Live in Wills, we're your masquerade week cardiologist.
Yes, Wills did put me up, and I did. That power was a fake power, so I don't even want to hear it.
When I found out it was Wheels, I figured it was Liv. I got down to figuring it was Liv. I had no idea Wheels. Figured out the whole game.
We heard about it the last night.
Well, anyways,
like the whole game, I couldn't figure it out.
I just want to say this final three is not what I hoped for this season. No offense to any of you. Obviously, I wanted to be there, or I wanted somebody who had done a little bit more in there. But good luck to all three of you. I hope the true winner is somebody that actually deserves it and not just votes for friends. Thank you.
You absolutely killed it.
Thank you, Liv.
I don't know. All right, next up and last, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Danny and Titan. Danny, are you? He's not with you. Danny, are you?
No Titan right now. I'm driving, and this has been a really good pastime for my ride home. And congratulations to all three of you.
I miss you.
How exciting. I miss all of you. Yeah, very exciting. Okay, so I'm not a narcissist, but I am going to probably ask more questions about myself than anything else. So,
yeah, you do.
So I'll start with, because you're on my screen, Jody. How would my game, how would your game rather, have been different without me? If I wasn't in the game, yeah,
like, I don't know. Like, I know the other tools say the exact same thing. It was really tough because Bear became my insta F2, and then we used 2 idols on Dylan. I was like, well, and then when Kiki was like, I'll save you or Danny, when I asked her directly, I'm like, okay, I'm not his only person. I get that. Bear was like my person, but like with it, like I was like, what will I do if it's Danny and Bear? Because I just like feel so good about you. You were good. You were the only person I told a whole bunch of like things. I didn't lie to you about like my connection with like Liv and Yoder, but game of change. I don't know. You were such a strong part of it. Like you were like the anchor in 2 of my alliances. You kept me sane. We worked out strategy.
Yeah, we exchanged a lot of information during this game.
We really did. Like more than exchange with anybody else. I absolutely couldn't believe it when you didn't make it through the elimination comp. I'm gonna be real.
Oh my god. I can't do a slide, so I have some homework for now.
I was dropped. I even knew I was eliminating Dylan, who would be a vote for you, and I was still willing to lose to you. Quite honestly, Danny, I was like,
yeah, no, it's all good. Okay, so now just so I don't eat up all my time. Also, I do feel you played a little bit of a passive game. And do you think that you had any aggressive moments in the game? Is one of my
Listen,
questions.
I think it was two people. Danica was actually one, and Bear was another. I was like literally hiking up at my cottage, which is where I am now, and Bear was like, "We got to put Danny together with Yoder, and we have to put them with Liv." And I like talked her off a ledge. I'm like, "Dude, why would we do that? Like, we're doing fucking great here. Like, you need to shush, like, keep it down." And Danica at one point was like, "Oh shit, your game is kind of under the radar, but like you pop up and you like kind of divert the strategy." Listen, Danny, I know a lot of people have a really averse response to when people they feel like they're being told what to do by people. So I just like really tried to like work with what people were already thinking to my advantage. Like I said, I do feel I played a really strong middle game, but not like a don't fucking play the game middle game, like a middle game that I thought was benefiting everybody that I was talking to. I won 6 comps. I mean, I tied 2 and lost to the wheel, but like I didn't sit there and win nothing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Miss you.
Okay. Kiki.
Yes.
Look, you know what? All I'm gonna say is, with that power, why didn't you make a big move with it? Why didn't you do something to attack someone? Why didn't you stab someone with that? This is Blindside Bay. Why didn't you attack someone with that?
Because I didn't have to.
You
Why
didn't
would I
have
use
to.
it to waste it when my allies were in trouble, the only time that it really could have been used was when you were up against royalty, but I definitely didn't see you going against royalty, so I didn't feel like that was going to be a problem. But like that is really probably the only time it could have been used to save an ally, because any other time, like all of my allies were coming off because they were using freaking idols and shit, so I didn't have to use it. And I'm not going to
Okay.
save somebody that I don't want in the game.
Have you no killer instinct? Like you don't want to just, didn't want to just use it and like just go for it. You didn't
No,
feel
because
you preferred to just save it. Just
I
to have
prefer to be loyal to my allies. So it was there for me and my allies if my allies needed it, but nobody really needed it.
Who were people you were willing to use it on?
You, I was almost about to use it on Danica when she popped an idol or whatever. I was like, well, shit. But there, I think I would have saved Jody too, but I was definitely going to save you if I had to. 100%.
Okay.
Like
Cool.
that was not going to be an option. And I would have saved myself if I ever had to, but I didn't have to. So.
Okay. Cool.
And to answer that, just because you didn't ask, but I'm going to answer, I would have dragged Liv's ass out way earlier on, just so y'all know. So she wouldn't have made it as far as she did.
Really quick,
Okay.
This comment, Danny, your time is paused. Please only answer questions that are being asked. No more, no less.
You heard that, Kiki?
Yes, I hear that.
Okay. All right. Danica?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very happy for you. I think that you did play the most aggressive game. We were super close, so I know that you were really getting involved in the game talk, like all over the place. Now, a question now for you is, had I gone out against royalty, Kiki didn't use the revive against me,
Oh boy, Danny, you're picking a really bad time to be cutting out. Did anyone else hear that?
No.
No, he was cutting out.
Ask it.
It was something about if he'd gone out instead of royalty and wasn't saved, like.
Who can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you have invested your trust into instead of me?
If you'd gone out early game I probably would have tried to team up with Yoder or Brian as my number one.
Okay. All right. And what would you say out of any move that you made, what was your favorite move? What was your favorite part of the game?
It was really nice to coordinate with you behind the scenes to make you look like the bad guy to everybody else, having you stab me in the back to be cardiologist. It's like, well, yeah, I'll let you do that. You're gonna put up the same people I am, and it keeps my hands clean. It's okay. And everyone's like, oh, he stole that from you. He stabbed you. Oh, that's terrible. It's like, yeah, I told him to. And same when I sat at the end with telling you, put me on the block against Yoder. I'm good. And you're like, okay. And you put me up, and everyone's like, oh no. And it's like, yeah, I'm good. It's okay. It was just fun knowing the behind the scenes that was happening with it all.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, congratulations to all of you. I think that in your own ways, you all played a great game. Yeah. So I think I'm done.
You have to be. You're out of time, but I appreciate
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
I'm not a narcissist, but I'm going to ask questions about myself. I love it. It was so great. All right. So, final three. Now is the true time to get one last sway on the jury to vote for you to win. You will each have a 5-minute final speech. You do not have to use the whole time. You can use the whole time. It is completely up to you. Final speeches will go as follows. Kiki, Jody, Danica. Kiki, are you ready?
Sure.
Your time starts now.
Okay, first I want to say something to Wheels because I didn't get to address this yet. Wheels, when you left, I want you to realize, I don't know if you do, but you only had 2 votes to evict, and one of those votes was Yoder, okay? The other vote was Jesse, I think. But nobody else voted to evict you. We did not want you gone. We were trying to keep you there. But because of the idol that got played by Liv, that canceled all her votes. And therefore, you went out with 2 votes. None of us voted for you. And you never said one thing about Yoder in that speech, which was hurtful. And I was never talking any shit about you. I was never like saying anything. Like, I wasn't even in any fucking alliances that you seem to think I was in, like the one with I don't know what that Bear was telling you about. I don't know what the hell she was telling you about. Because the only real alliance I had 2 alliances for real. One was with a Jody and Yoder. The other one was Danica and Danny. That's it. Those were the real alliances I had. I had a couple little ones that never really went anywhere. But those were it. So I didn't have a 7-person alliance. I didn't have any, like, whatever. I just want you to be aware that you did not go out on anything other than that idol with Yoder and Jesse, or Yoder and Liv, whoever it was, voting you out. It was not any of the rest of us. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to address because I didn't think you knew any of that or didn't realize it. So my game, I did play under the radar, and I greatly appreciate that Liv thinks I didn't do shit. I talked to Yoder all the fucking time. Yoder knew I wouldn't fucking put him up. Everybody else knew I wouldn't put Yoder up. Danny and Danica would ask me all the time, what are you going to do if you win cardio? You need to put Yoder and Liv up. I'm like, I don't want to put Yoder up. Okay. Like, we had these discussions. I just was not willing to put Yoder up because I felt that close to Yoder. Okay. And the fact is, like, I talked to Jody. And Jody and I had lovely discussions. And she knew that you needed to go because you were a big threat. We had that discussion. Like, it wasn't like I didn't talk to people about this game, okay? Because we did have discussions. But I didn't share information with people just all willy-nilly because I don't trust everybody to not go run their freaking mouths and yap, right? That's the problem with people is they yap. I'm not a yapper. I keep stuff to myself and I don't want other people yapping my stuff. So unless I really trust you, I'm not going to share information, pertinent information. Now, when Yoder went out, yes, Yoder, I voted you out. I do apologize, but I couldn't vote Danica at that point, and it sucked. Let me tell you.
Hey,
But what?
it was
Um,
sorry.
but no, I'm just saying I didn't want to vote Yoder out. Not that I wanted you gone either, but I couldn't vote you out. So, but like my game was very much just talking to people and trying to coordinate. We were on calls all the time. We would get in calls quite often, to be honest. And we would talk and we would strategize. Me, Danica, and Danny always were in calls. Me and Jody got in calls. Me, and Dylan would get in calls. I had a call with Brian once or twice. Like we didn't talk as much, but like I was in calls with people. Yoder didn't like being in calls, so he was never really in calls. But I was in calls with people. I was talking. We were talking strategy and game. And I hate that Liv seems to think I didn't do shit because I did. I talked with them. We discussed. We tried to decide what was going on before the night that the comps were happening, so we knew. And then we would try to have a backup plan in case something didn't go right because we learned from a previous mistake that didn't necessarily work. So like that, I was in on plans. I was helping to make them. I just wasn't necessarily willing to do them myself. And the fact that Danny would put Yoder and Liv up together, or Danica would do that, was a good thing for me because I didn't have to get blood on my hands if I had the cardio. I wouldn't have to do that. And I didn't want to put Yoder up. So for me, I didn't really care to have cardio to begin with because I didn't want them coming at me going, you need to do this, you need to do that. Because I didn't want that at all. So there was that. And then all right, cool.
All right. Next up, we are going to go to Jody. Jody, are you ready? All right, Jody, you're on mute. Go ahead and unmute. All
Sorry,
right.
I'm totally ready. I will not take 5 minutes.
If you do.
And
you can start now.
Take 5 minutes. I know you all have places to be at Sunday night. I think that I answer everybody's questions. I think my middle game was actually a really strong middle game. I think my ability to pivot halfway through, I'm the only one here who made like strong, true alliances, worked, kept their word with like what was literally both sides of the house. And I do think that the alumni did a freaking amazing thing. Like they were the last ones out before this final. I'm not saying against everybody that I should be the winner, but in this situation, given the criteria for the game, which is pivoting, being able to like build new strategies, if you have to build new alliances, you form those connections and you do it. Like a social game that I think was strong enough that I was not a huge target, but I was involved in a lot of conversations. And again, I mean, it's an org, comp wins count, and I won a lot of them, even though people aren't remembering that. So 6 if you include the ties, 4 if you don't, and the 2 last critical competitions. I think I am in a final 3 with 2 amazing women. I'm proud to be here, and I cannot freaking wait to talk to all of you after this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jody. I don't know if I think Kiki, but thank you, Kiki. It's because time went on, but thank you. I promise. Thank you. All right, and last but certainly
It's
not
okay.
least,
Sean didn't want me to have that advantage, by the way, everybody.
Danica, are you ready? You're muted, lovely. There you go.
I found it. I know how to find that one.
You may begin.
Of the three of us, I feel like I definitely had the best game. I was crazy active from the beginning. I made a community of alliances all over the place. I got in strong with Danny, but kept it on the down low, so I had a shield, but I still had won comps. I was able to, I won a comp one night to a hero challenge to get myself off the block. I won pipes as a quick game where I got to steal an advantage where I stole an idol from Yoder. I was the only one to turn in the combo meal at the food truck, giving me Marvin's syringe. I used that to be cardio, where again, I used Danny to go ahead and stab me in the back to get, my needs met without having to bloody my own hands. And I was okay talking about my shortcomings, especially dealing with tech and getting my videos to work and talking about that openly and with a good sense of humor. It gets people to underestimate you in other categories as well. I was fiercely loyal to Danny above all, but to all my alliances. I did not vote out Wheels. I did not vote out Brian. I did not vote out any of the people that I was close to. And I said, I got your back. I had your back. I even ended up having a fabulous relationship with Liv and Yoder, where we've sat for multiple hours having voice chats talking about aspects of the game without giving our game away and being very respectful that we were on opposite sides and not disclosing information. But I really got to know them as, people, and I had a real good relationship with them. It was nice. So yeah, I feel like I hit the marks. I won some comps. I had great alliances, honorable to my word, very active every day. I chose targets. I did whatever was needed to get those carried out. Kept an idol in my back pocket for an emergency. So Yoder, thank you for the idol. Sorry it got used against you. But yeah, I feel like I did a really good, strong game.
Danica, are you finished? The time is paused.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm getting butterflies and don't want to throw up on camera, so I'm good.
Sure. I wanted to make sure you weren't pausing to like catch thoughts or anything, and I didn't want you to think I was trying to cut you off.
No, I just needed to breathe. You're good. I'm good. I'm done.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Sean's just trying to rig at the last minute.
Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, perfect. All right, so. Oh, goodness. Oh my God, stop clicking the wrong button, Sean. Give me 1 second, guys. Kind of flopping. It's not cute. All right, so. For the final time this season, it is time to vote. I will be muting all of you. I will explain how to vote in 1 moment. All right, jury, please listen to these rules very carefully. If this is done incorrectly, I will be very upset. Let me do something really quick to prevent that from happening. Okay, so, all right, in just a few moments, I'm gonna cue the voting music. I'm gonna call each juror. So Haley, you're juror 1. Danny, you're juror 8. I will start with 1 and go to Danny. So I'll start with Haley and with Danny. You will vote to me on Zoom. You will DM me your vote on Zoom. You know the order. If you know who you're voting and don't have to think, please try to be quick. But if you already know who you're voting, you can have it pre-typed now. But please do not send it until I call your name, as I have to write it down in a specific order so that it's easy for Casey to add. So, are there any questions, jurors, on how to vote? You vote to me on Zoom and DMs.
I do have a question, Sean.
Yes, Wills.
Can we give a little 1-sentence speech like they do on Big Brother when we're casting our vote?
Thank you for that great question. Unfortunately, no.
All right, I just thought I'd ask.
Boo.
I love it.
Because the last time we did it, everyone was like, I'm voting for example, Jody. And I will get really upset because it's just not fair to me as the person who wants to reveal the winner because it is my game.
Completely understood, Sean. Thank you for giving me the time.
You're welcome, lovely. All right, any other questions? Hearing none. Okay, it is officially time to vote. Oh my God, I got butterflies in my stomach and I'm not even being voted for. All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Beautiful. Haley, please cast your vote for who you would like to win. Bills, please vote. Remember, you're voting for a winner. Don't vote the flatline. Brian, give me a vote. Yes, person that has to. Jesse, please vote. Dylan, you vote.
What did you say?
Vote in your Zoom chat. All right. Jesse Yoder, please vote. Dylan, please vote. Liv, please vote.
Oh, what the fuck?
Danny, please vote. Thank you, jurors, for voting. I'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, I'm getting a drink.
All right. Now that I'm the only person that knows who has won the season, sorry, Final Three, but you must wait just a little longer to find out which one of you won. And it is time for awards. Now, I'm going to be very strict about this season because it is already an hour and 14 minutes into this live. I do not want to be here all night. None of you want to be here all night. Please hold comments until you are in the viewers chat about awards that you receive. I understand you may be excited. You may be happy. We love that. We respect that. But I want to keep moving because I don't want to be here all night and none of you want to be here all night. Final three, I do ask that you remain on the Zoom until your winner is revealed at least, as obviously one of you are going to be the winner. Other than that, I have no more to say, except let's do the damn thing, shall we? We shall. Nobody else. Great.
Yay.
Michelle, can I win the award for least
Michelle.
vaping?
Least what?
Vaping.
All right. So, Impulse, Gen 2.
Wheels.
Blindeside Day Awards. Your hosts this season were myself, Casey, Pixie, Ryan, and Cordell. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. There's a reason I'm laughing. Y'all should probably catch on by now. Yeah.
Bye, David.
Yeah, no David.
All right. The first award is a production award. And it just so happens to go to none other than myself. I was this season's boot list winner. It is a thing that we did. We ranked you all in placements as to like who would get first boot, who would get first place. And if you get were one off, you got a point. If you were right on, you got 0 points. The person with the least amount of points won. I had the least amount of points. Therefore, I'm the winner, bitch. Mwah.
Can we see it? Like your ranking?
Yeah, can we see it?
At the end of the season.
I'll say, well, he can't show us now because then we're going to see his winner pick. But that means he was rigging.
Yep, I was rigging. Thanks for that comment. All right. All right, I have a lot to say about this next award, so give me a second. Holy shit. This is another production award. This is one of the most important production awards. The production member of the season, this season, is going to the whole fucking production team, except the people that have been here, myself and Casey. And I have a lot to say. So many people have said this game sucks. I never in a million years thought we would be here at the end of the 18th season of this game. I also never once thought I would have an amazing production team like this. Like this one. This season, we worked hard to make this season what it was and fought battles together in unity. Unlike the past, we made non-agreements become agreements. We worked as a team to make this season what it is, and truly, despite all the challenges we faced, it was a successful, and it was not successful just because one person worked, but because we all worked to make sure everything went as smoothly as it could. Obviously, it didn't go completely smoothly, but we tried. To Pixie, thank you so much for all the times you were willing to think of solutions when something would arise and we would be at a loss for what we should do. Thank you for your endless support throughout everything we had to deal with. Thank you so much for creating the cardio dilemma that will now be included in every season of this game. Ryan, thank you for being willing to learn and always being so supportive and willing to help anywhere and everywhere. Thank you for allowing Impulse to be your first hosting experience. Thank you for always being you and being so willing to plan, coordinate, and create new experiences for this game. Cordell, thank you for all your time working, editing, and planning with us. Thank you for never giving up on your passion and using Impulse as a place to use your work and amazing art. Thank you for being my person that when I am stressed, I can come to and know I am heard and seen and felt. Thank you to all of you for this season and the effort we all put in. I cannot thank any of you enough. Moving right along the train.
I do want to say Casey's missing off
Wait,
this
everyone
list.
say hi to Violet.
Casey is not included in the production member of the season. That is simply because she doesn't need to be. She knows that I have the utmost. Can they not hear me now? Oh no.
I can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
So Casey knows that I have the utmost respect for her, and there's no need for me to include her because she knows that she is my ride or die in life and in passions. We have been in this journey forever. I can't thank Casey enough for always being willing to just stick through it and just push through and push me through, because without her, I don't think this game would still be happening because I would have fucking quit a long time ago. But thank you, Casey, for continuing to push me. I don't need to say more. I say everything every season. You know I love you, and you're amazing. So much love.
Thank you,
all right.
Sean.
Before I cry, moving right along. So this next award is a viewer award, and then we'll be into your guys' awards. I know, I'm so sorry. The viewer award goes to our draft winner. Congratulations, Sammy! Won the draft, slayed that shit hard. Congrats. All right. So The next award is the first player award, and the rest of them will be player awards. This next one, I'm a little biased. It is what it is. The next award goes to the Alliance name of the season, Mimi's Revenge. This name was in awe of Jason and Ivy, my two dogs, and it included Brian, Jesse, and Jody. Next up, we have the most strategic alliance, and this award goes to Doctors Without Borders, and that is Danny, Danica, and Kiki. They were truly a really strong final three. They all three made it to final six, and two of the three made it to the final three. Congratulations, you guys. You worked really hard for this award, and you deserve it. All right. I do have to talk about this one because I think it's going to upset some people. It'll be all right. I promise there was a reason. So we always give villain of the season. And we did this season. And the villain of the season goes to, this was really hard to pick, but it goes to Wills. And the reason is not because Wills is a terrible human or anything like that, or she did anything wrong. It was just really funny to see Wills fuck with y'all. Her exit speech, iconic. Delivered and executed. She lied to your asses, told you she had a disadvantage that she never fucking had, and she ate that shit up and never stopped playing people. Wills was truly a bad bitch. She went from being so close to Liv to getting a secret cardiologist and nominating Liv to be a patient. Wills played this game, and although people say villains are terrible, myself as a real, authentic, true villain when I play Oryx, I loved seeing Wills play this game the way she did, and I think she fucking did phenomenal. Now, with every villain comes a wonderful hero. And I do contradict myself in saying this, but we'll talk about it more when we get there. But the hero, obviously, no other than, oh, hello, skip to the next slide, ya bitch, goes to Jesse. I don't know anyone willingly going to save Liv and then know that they could go up on the block, get put up on the block, and put their head on the sword to keep somebody that protected them in the game still instead of their self. Jesse made one heroic move, and sometimes that's all it takes. Jesse, I hope you enjoy being the hero because you slayed that shit.
Oh, hell yes. Jesse's Angels.
Yeah, we love you, Jesse. Well, I love you particularly.
So we added a new one this season. With every good hero and good villain, there's a good little anti-hero. And this season, we gave Danny anti-hero because he had strong social alliances and he was really close to the people he was close to. But he really fucking wanted the people that were not with him out of the game. So he wasn't a hero, but he wasn't a villain, but he was an anti-hero. Congratulations, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
This next award is purely statistic-based, and it goes to the comp beast, which is Liv, because unfortunately, in this instance, Jody, ties do not count.
Didn't beat my comp record. Damn it.
Unfortunate, but you are the comp beast. Congratulations. Next up is another statistical award, and surprisingly enough, Social Butterfly this season doesn't go to Danny, but it goes to Yoder with 8 alliances. 8 alliances, Yoder.
I was trying, man.
Yoder was carrying my social game.
This is why Danny wanted Yoder out so bad, because he knew Yoder was talking to everybody.
I knew what he could do in here.
Y'all all came after me anyways. Y'all all came after me anyways.
All right, so this next award, this is a new award, but it had to be done. Someone made the comment that we were not tracking who has been in the VCs the most. Bitch, yes, we were. And most likely to be on VC was 110% Danica always. 24/7. You could go to a motherfucking VC and Danica be in at least one of them motherfuckers talking. I love that Danica had so much passion, so much energy, and whether someone's like, oh my God, she had no life. I think she had a great life, and I think she fucking slayed, and I think she was pretty fucking amazing, and I loved getting on the VCs that Danica was on and just chit-chatting, whether it was game-related or not. Danica was on those VCs having fun, living it up, and enjoying her time in this game, and that's what I love to see. Danica, most likely to be on VC. All right. We did not time that, by the way. We just knew that it was Danica because every time we'd look at the Discord, Danica was on a VC.
No, she was on there all the fucking time, dude.
I love it. I fucking adore
I was
it.
like, the VCs are actually active? That's crazy. Like, Danica carried them on her back.
Really did. All right. Next award goes to, this one was obvious, but it goes to most robbed pre-juror. I don't think I need to say who it goes to, but it goes to none other than Kelly. Unfortunately, Kelly, I think, was pretty robbed in the pre-jury. Kelly, we all thought was going to do really well, and then unfortunately flopped and got the last pre-juror. Everyone in the pre-jury was inactive, basically, except for Kelly, and I think that shows that Kelly was really robbed in the game. But their time came when their time came, and it is what it is. All right, so now the next award. Obviously, if we had a most robbed pre-juror, we have a most robbed juror. And this might be a little controversial,
Really?
but it goes to Liv. And the reason is,
okay.
Had Dylan, and I'm not saying Dylan made the wrong decision.
Ooh, I mean mention.
Wrong at all. But had Dylan not dragged Liv when he did, Liv 110, actually 120%, because I know her, would have won the final comp and would have been sitting in the final 3 right now if she was not dragged.
And I would have won. And I would have won.
1,000%.
Against all the odds, unless she was sitting next to Danny.
Well, I have a problem with this because I don't think that's accurate.
Girl, if you think you would have beaten me, you could just keep quiet. I don't want to hear it.
So accurate. It is so accurate.
This is a very biased opinion by Sean. I think the most robbed juror was probably Yoder.
Girl, the most robbed juror was Haley, if not me. Like, let's be serious. She got rocked out.
Haley should have been that.
Thank you. Yoder's
Thank you.
Argue. Listen, I will admit that this is all personal opinion based, and it's the host opinion. Okay? I understand that everyone has opinions. My opinion was that Liv was robbed because Liv was season. That's all. I know Haley was robbed. I get it. I understand. I can't.
But you also knew Liv was a huge target, so she wasn't technically robbed because she was up there so many times trying to be
Girl,
Yada.
I don't know why you hate me so much, but can you pipe down?
No, Liv, stop. You want to squash the beef. You can't stand when I talk because I'm accurate. Stop. Just stop.
Okay, she just won an award.
I literally just...
Okay, I'm going to stop you all because this is annoying. Let the game play out. It is fine. It's an award. People got awards. It's okay. You may not agree. Production does their best, okay? Most of the awards are statistic. Others are mine.
Great. I don't have to.
And that's allowed.
Bad cause bad.
But I should be allowed to voice my opinion and somebody not get pissed off because I'm
You
voicing
literally
it.
said no comments and you're coming for my neck. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand.
Can we just stop arguing, please?
Of compassion and a place of passion because I feel like somebody else was more robbed than you were, so I don't feel like you were the most robbed.
Mute us, Sean. Mute them all.
Please.
And this is why I didn't like you in the game because this is the shit you do.
All right, moving on.
Girl, just shut the fuck up.
Moving on. All
You
of
shut up.
Stop.
Go smoke your fucking weed and shut your fucking.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't. Okay, moving on. Fan favorite. This is voted on the fans in the Discord. Fan favorite this season goes to, congratulations, Danny. All right, next up,
Thank you, fam. Thank you, fans.
This is gonna get me more drama and hate. I don't even fucking care at this point. The duo of the season goes to none other than Liv and Yoder. The two that were stuck on the block next to each other time after time,
100.
fighting for themselves to stay in the game, but never wavering their allegiance to one another, knowing that the other, if they would have just broken off of, could have stayed safe in the game and kept pushing. Liv stayed true to Yoder, and Yoder stayed true to Liv through and through. They were a dominant duo, and they low-key killed it, even though they had a story to tell and they had to fight their asses off. I think they played wonderful games, and honestly, I'm so proud of both of them, and they're a great duo. All right. With every fun duo comes an amazing rivalry. I shouldn't have to say this one either. The rivalry of the season ignore that. The rivalry of the season goes to Liv and Yoder versus Danny and his side. I didn't list all of Danny's side because it was basically everyone but Liv and Yoder. And I didn't want to put Liv and Yoder versus everyone because it was really just Liv and Yoder versus Danny and his side.
Liv and Yoder versus the house.
It was a fun rivalry.
It was fun. It was fun though.
I had you in the end.
Come on, guys. It was fun.
But
Yes,
it did,
the fun one-sided rivalry.
It was a good rivalry, but it just ruined my game.
You started it.
You have a 7 personal.
Hey, Yoder made that.
Bro, I was just trying, throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks.
All right. The next award goes, as you've seen, to the moment of the season. And the moment of the season we have titled, oh my God, Double Trouble. And this was when all the powers were played during the double and caused the double to get canceled. That was awkward, stressful, crazy, not cute, not fun. All right. The best move. We named this player management. Jody working with all sides of the house, maintaining good relationships with everyone, making sure she made it to the final 3. Jody even continued after all was said and done into jury management and had a bomb-ass jury management, sending a goodbye message to every single juror, making sure they knew where she stood and how she felt, and really put it out there and tried really hard to make sure everyone liked her and that she was likable and had those connections and had good relationships. And as she said in her opening speech, as Liv would say, she fucks with everyone if they ever play another game with her. It's iconic. It's great. Jody did that shit. Now, this next one was a heroic move, but it ultimately was also the worst move of the game for this person because had it not happened the way it did, they probably would have made it farther. Unfortunately, it goes to self-sacrifice, and it was Jesse using the hero to save Liv, causing Jesse to become the emergency patient and get flatlined, taking the hero way out of things. Unfortunately, sometimes the heroic way leads to the wrong way. And it's a heroic move. It was a great move on Jesse's part for what Jesse was trying to do. And it honestly just didn't work out. And it is what it is. I think Jesse still played a great game, a very heroic game, and shit happens. We're almost done, kind of. This next one I'm so excited to reveal. And I'm very proud of this person. This could only go to a returnee. This award is for most improved. And without and beyond a doubt, this award goes to our friend Dylan, first time he ever played this game, took an idol during a double and made the worst mistake possible in Impulse and played that idol to deduct all his save votes when he was completely fine had he not, causing himself to become flatlined. He took that, he learned from it, and he improved beyond a doubt, maintaining a really good connection with multiple people, having fun, living it up in the game, and making it clear to Final 6, where he ultimately went out in good graces with everyone and headed to the jury. Dylan, we are so beyond proud of you.
Thank you.
You once again in the future.
I would gladly play again. Peace out. Well, I'm not leaving. I'm going to watch the rest of this, but I'm mute myself for a little bit.
Next award It's your best jury segment. And it also goes to Dylan. The Shrek was so fucking entertaining. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I thought it livened up the mood, made it fun, made it entertaining, and it was something new. Never happened.
Chuck let me out of the basement. He was feeding me onions for 2 hours straight. No, I didn't.
So many layers.
All right. This next award was low-key, not gonna lie, a little hard. It goes to best final speech. And ultimately it went to Danica. I feel like Danica kept enough vocalization in her speech, maintained everything she wanted to say, and kept good flow, pace, and kept the jury maintained and focused on what she had to say. Jody, I would have gave it to you, but it was a little too short. And then I would have gave it to you, but you didn't write a speech, so it was just what came to mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't put together.
My speech, even if it was written, wouldn't have been put together. I'm just going to say that.
Which is valid. There's nothing wrong.
100% went to Danica. I lost steam.
All right. I'm not even going to ignore the next award because I don't want the drama. I'm just going to skip it. We did it, and it's going to go. No, okay, we're going to do it. The most overrated was Kelly. This award is not a fucking bad award. The reason he was the most overrated was because production on our boot list said that he would make it way farther into the season than he happened to make it. So we overrated him, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a statistical award. Next, we get to have Sean cry again. Oh, fuck my life. Ugh. Next award goes to my favorite. And this season, I think it's very obvious who I think is my favorite. I would get on VCs with her, and I'd be like, damn, you're just my favorite. And she'd be like, stop it, Sean. You're going to get me targeted. My favorite goes to Jody. Jody.
Now?
Jody was such a fucking icon. I could not be more happy to have had her play in this season. She ate this game up. She played all sides. She had good connections. She was very active. She was very funny. She always had a beer in her hand, and she was always ready to live it up. And I loved every fucking moment of seeing Jody in this game. And I will never stop loving this queen. I love her so damn much that I don't know. She's just great. She's fantastic. And I hope you enjoyed the video from Cedric. I hope all final three respect or like that. But I appreciate you. I love you so much. And thank you so much for playing this game. Next up, all hosts have a favorite, by the way. Other than the one.
I was going to say other than.
Next up, we have. Hold on, I want to see his face when we do it. All right. Next up, we have Casey's favorite, and it goes to.
So, okay, my favorite is Danny. I also want to preface this by saying I never picked the same favorite 2 seasons in a row. But Danny, I am so glad that a few seasons ago I got you to judge the roast the host, and then the next season basically forced you to play. And then and now this season you're here. You improved so much. I'm so sad that you got out on quicker. It's never a fun way to go out. And honestly, I think if you were sitting in the final 3, you definitely probably would have won. And honestly, the only other thing I can say is welcome to the 4th place club, because that's what I got the season I played.
All right.
Love you, Casey.
Next up, we have my favorite production. No, I'm kidding. It's not I love all of my production team. Next up, we have Pixie's favorite. Pixie, before I reveal it, I'll let you go ahead and start talking.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I unmuted. Okay, so I agree with both Sean and Casey's choices. Jody, I've known forever, and love her, and Danny played a great game. So did the other attorneys that I've played with. I love all of you. But I enjoyed getting to know the newbies this season. And hold on. Oh, Billy. I'm sorry. I lost my thing. Okay.
I could say nice things about Danica.
There we go. But I really did enjoy getting to know all the newbies in here, including this one that won a few comps, helped to strategize and collaborate with others to get big advantages. and was always socializing and influencing people's ears that were likely to be in power. Many mornings she would park herself in the public VC and was willing to talk to anyone that would join her. She played a great game, and that is why I've chosen Danica as my pick for favorite player of the season.
Right. Congratulations, Danica. Next up, Ryan, if you want to start talking.
Sure. Okay, so I loved everyone this season. I feel like everyone had their best moments. But for me, my favorite was Liv for a lot of reasons. Liv never failed to make me laugh on the voice calls when she was clowning people. She had a lot of great moments. She never was like afraid to call people out on their bullshit, and it was honestly very fun and entertaining to watch Liv. And even though I played with her last season, I feel like I like her a lot more now watching her play because she was goddamn hilarious.
I love you, Ryan. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Liv. Cordell, if you want to start talking.
Okay. So when it came down to choosing who my favorite was this season, I've got to start by saying people who go through what this person went through, they hold a little very, very special compartment in my heart. Um, and that's the people who go through the same issue that I went through of starting to play a really, and I mean really freaking good game that like is growing like the most beautiful flower you have ever seen, and then getting it crushed by rocks. And that's Haley, who is really the true robbed queen of jury because that's a fucking shame. And I feel the pain, girl.
Thank you. I know that's my feelings were really hurt when I didn't get most robbed juror because I didn't do shit. I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, y'all robbed her.
Yeah, my husband said you guys robbed me. Just so you guys know.
I'm so sorry, Emily, that I did not choose Rob Jury. We're amazing. I loved seeing you, and you were great. Congratulations on being Cordell's favorite. And I hope to see you in a future season where you hopefully don't get rocked out.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more award, and this award is for the player of the season. This person did not make it to the final three, unfortunately, but they had the best social, the best strategic, and even the best comp game, all-around game, honestly, in my opinion. Had he have made it to the final three, Denny would have won this game, and that is why he is this season's player of the season. Danny worked so hard, had a lot of people wrapped around his finger, had so many alliances, had so many allegiances to people, had his one-on-ones filled with people talking to him, strategizing with him, wanting to work with him because they knew he was the one running the game and had the show wrapped around his finger. Danny played this game so well that he almost would have went to the second place on winner rankings. He slayed so hard, he did so well, and he was so amazing, and that is why Danny is our player of the season.
Danny's kind of getting pulled.
Thanks, guys.
He's getting
Love them,
pulled.
Paul.
Get the entire cast wrapped around your
100%.
finger.
Love them, Paul.
100.
You guys are great.
Are all final three here?
Yeah.
Final three, everyone but the final three, please go off camera. All right. Hi, guys. I'm wishing you all I can't wish you luck. I know who wins. Anyways, all right. For the final
Don't
time this
lie. It's okay, Sean. You don't have to lie.
For the final time this season, in just a few moments, I will reveal the vote. You do want to have the most votes tonight because the person with the most votes will be our winner. Give me one moment, please. I have more to say. I'm not done yet. Maybe. Give me 1 second, guys. Gotta pull something up. We can't do it without these. All right. After 16 players, 14 cardios, 11 lifelines, 10 heroes, 36 patients, 22 powers, 18 alliances, 28 VCs, and 99 votes. Let's see who has won the season. By a vote of, this one's crazy, never seen before, 6-1. Congratulations, Jody, you have won the season.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, Jody.
Thank you so fucking much.
Congrats,
I cannot
Jody.
tell you.
Congrats.
I'm surprised and
I love you, Jody. I'm so
overwhelmed.
happy you won.
Congrats, Jody.
Thank you.
All right,
You're
Jody.
fucking amazing.
Congratulations, Jody.
you.
Danica, Kiki, rest assured, this does not mean you had a bad game. It does not mean you're bad players. It just means you fell short in a vote. I am so honored to have had all three of you play this game, and only one of you could win, and it just so happened to be Jody. Jody, congratulations on such an amazing game. Congratulations on such an iconic win. And I'm so, really quick, I have to say this. I'm so happy that we got a Final Three this season, and the Final Three just so happened to be three badass, dominant, powerful women in this game. I am so happy that happened. I'm so honored that it happened. And what's even crazier is I should have known it was coming, because if you look at this season in pre-jury, every last one of our pre-jurors, minus Rakina, are men. The women ate this shit up, period. And I love to see it. So, really quick, Jody, this is all about you really quick. I have to rank you. And this is really hard, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
So, you're being ranked against the other winners that have won this game. That includes some winners you would know, like Pixie, David, Troy, Kaylee, Sammy. I could go on. So, at the very top of the totem pole, we have Missy and Pixie are the top two. The bottom two are AJ and Ruby. So while you didn't, and this is just being the most honest,
Okay.
play
That's
lead
fair.
ever, and you had your flaws as most do, I think you played a really fucking good social game. And I think you did an iconic job. I think you slayed. I think you showed that you are a dominant female. I think you showed that you're powerful. I think that you showed that you deserved your win, especially in the vote count that it was. I think you really ate it up. I can't give you number one, but I can never give anyone, no one will ever beat Missy, so don't feel ashamed. But I am going to boldly rank you in fourth place as the fourth place winner to ever win. That is really good. Below Missy, who will never be beaten, Pixie, and David, and then it is now you in fourth place, which is really good. Now,
that's huge. I am so honored. Thank you, jury. Thank you, production. Danica, you fucking killed it. Kiki, I love getting to know you. Honestly, I am so fucking flattered. Thank you so much. Thank you.
As for everyone that played the season and my amazing production team, I will now rank the season. And I have a lot to say. This season by no means will ever be the best. It will no means ever be the worst. But damn did it try the production team really hard. There were times when I looked at the situation, I was like, we're done. End the season. Cut it off. But because of Pixie, because of Ryan, because of Casey, because of Cordell, we persevered, we figured it out, we moved on, we ate that shit up, we made this season happen, we let all the problems lay to rest, we continued, we pushed forward against the rigging allegations, against the racial allegations, against anything that was not true from day one. We pushed through, we fought, and truly, you guys made this season what it is, and I'm so proud of everyone that is sitting on this Zoom today, because if it wasn't for you guys, this season would have ended so long ago. And that includes the players, it includes the production team, it includes Sammy, it includes my viewers, it includes everybody that enjoys what we do. Because without you guys, it is not possible.
What allegations? What are we talking about?
There's a lot. After you left, shit went crazy.
Okay, send me a message about it. My bad.
I 100% will.
Thank you.
So,
Sean rigs his games. That's the main thing.
Yep, I
Just
read.
it's a joke. It's a long-standing joke.
Because of my production team, and I'm just being honest, this season was getting ranked really fucking low. But because I have such a fucking fantastic production team, I'm ranking this season, and this might shock a lot of people, but I'm ranking it below Monopoly Between Outer Space. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting 5th place overall. That is crazy. Because I was going to rank this almost last place. And then because of my production team and all the hard work and dedication, and I'm not saying that the players didn't help, because you guys did amazing. I loved all of you. It was just those times where the challenge was there. It's not your fault. The powers are absolutely not your fault. The double was no one's fault here. The allegations were none of y'all's fault. But because of production being able to persevere, I felt so good about this season. And I want them to feel good about the season that they joined Impulse, because they deserve it. Because they worked so hard to make this happen and be the season that it was throughout all the problems that we faced. And I respect my production team. I love my production team. And I cannot be more happy with the production team that we have at this current stage in this game, because it just couldn't be better. It's perfect. And I love it. And I love every second of every call that we're on. And I think we have built a really good connection. At this point, I'm so happy that we've done this and we're able to do what we do. Anyhoodle, I'm scared for this shit. God, this season might be rough with this one. Players that have played this season that are now alumni, and the previous players that have already played seasons in the past and are already alumni but are now even more of an alumni. Do you have any questions for myself or any other production member?
Why did you say alumni instead of alumni?
Because it's fine.
May I ask?
Oh, hold on 1 second. I know you have questions. It's my fault. I have to reveal who voted who. Haley cast her vote for Jody. Brian voted for Jody. Jesse voted for Jody. Yoder voted for Jody. Dylan voted for Jody. Liv voted for Jody. Wills voted for Danica. Danny voted for Kiki. All right. Any questions?
Long story.
Can I say something? Danny, am I allowed to say now? I have kept my mouth shut. Fucking all game. All fucking. The reason, Danny, do I have permission?
Me and Kiki have met each other and we've played with each other before, so we were like, all right, we're gonna team up here.
I literally heard a rumor about that.
Yeah,
Me and
so
Danny literally
Not necessarily
were the
you knowing
right guy.
Kiki, but you knowing somebody in the game.
Nobody knew about me and Danny at fucking literally the only person I ranked that week was Danny as number 1. Everybody else, I didn't fucking care. I said, put him wherever. I said, Danny is number 1. Danny had me as 1. No joke. Danny is the only person, and I'm going to tell this now because I didn't lie to Danny about my power. Danny knew the whole fucking game about my power. All game. Okay. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't tell Danica. I didn't tell nobody. Danny is the only one. That's how much I fucking trust Danny with my life. I would have lost to him in a heart. I wanted him in the end so bad. I cried when he got 4th. That's the God's honest truth. I wanted him there because I knew I would lose to him, but I didn't fucking care. I didn't care.
All right. Any questions?
love you, Kiki.
Me?
Yes, Dylan.
Be brutally honest with me. Was I bad this season?
No, bitch. You made 6th place. Of course
Are you fucking kidding me?
What are you
You
I
talking
could have been a
you
little
killed
more
it.
social.
That's a crazy question, dude. You were great.
That's a crazy question. You were friendly.
Yeah,
you
I'm
were
like,
good.
you ate up.
Do you think I'd be
as
top
a viewer, that's a
or do you
very
think I'd be
crazy
below?
question.
Like, do you think I'd be in terms of ranking above the top 6 or below the top 6?
Oh, all time?
In terms of this season, like between all the players, like, do you think I deserve to get 6th, or do you think I should have gone lower or higher?
Listen, I think here's what I'll say about that. I think the placements in this season accurately rank the players how they should be ranked, except for the final 3 sometimes. Because sometimes there can be a jury or things like that could happen. But the season, usually, if you make 6th place, you genuinely probably deserve to make it that far. There was a reason people got you that far. There's a reason you got yourself that far. And so I think you deserve to be in the top 6 right where you were.
Just make sure you don't chop any damn fingers.
Further, but what happened, and what's done is done. And so you got 6th place, and I think it was just, you did great.
Thank you. Actually, I'm not going to say it out loud, but...
Any other questions?
Do you think I played better this season or last season?
You want my honest answer, Liv?
Yeah,
I think last season.
obviously.
Got Yoder.
I don't understand what that was.
Did you say same for me?
But if you would have cut Yoder off, I think you would farther.
I wasn't gonna do that, man. That's like
He was
if I
really
would
one
have cut
question
Yoder,
away
I
from
swear I
making
would
it to
have
the
gone.
finals.
Sean, dude, same
sir?
question for me.
Gotta make hard moves. Man.
Last season, but it's not your fault. It's Danny's fault that you were last season better.
That's what I'm saying.
Not let you go. I don't know why Danny targeted you, but he did, and he did what he did.
Look, I have a sixth sense, okay?
Danny
And
All I want to say,
I have a
wrong.
sixth sense, okay?
all I
And
want
the
to say to
red
Danny
flags were
is
going
we wanted
up.
to work with you so bad. We were
For
like,
real, dude.
let's alliance, let's do it, man. And then you're the one that got mad at me for telling Yoder something that you told to whoever was going on the blog.
Yeah, a lie that you told the
Because
Brian.
It was a
No,
lie.
we had
I know
alliance.
damn
It
well
was
what
not a
Yoda
lie.
said. You said that he said that he talked to him the least, and you interpreted it as him saying that he would nominate him.
But no. But go back to the conversation because I said
Read it out loud.
Yoder. Okay, I
Yoder
don't
is
think I can
considering.
say
He
it.
said Yoder is considering putting up Brian.
And then what was the next message? Well, at least he hinted at it. Is what I said.
Say
And
it.
Well,
Rakina was
he
the other
asked me
one.
who out of the actives I would want to put up. So I was like, well, Brian right now, but I just want to do inactives.
Yeah,
So-
and then you stole his nom.
You did steal my damn dog, man.
You did steal.
That's true. You definitely stole the nom.
But that's okay that he stole the nom either way, because I had Rakina as my ride or die, and everybody voted him out, so I was getting that power. So whoever
You're welcome,
nommed him,
That's not
Kiki,
the
because
point.
I was the one that put him up.
huh?
You're welcome because that was my renom.
No, it was
No,
week one.
Danny put Rakina up.
I mean, anybody would have put Rakina up.
But what I'm saying is, it wasn't anything to do with Wheels. Wheels
on.
didn't do anything with Rakina. It was Danny and Yoder who were cardios, and Danny stole his nom, so or whatever. But either way, Rakina was going up. But it was Danny and Yoder that were going back and forth about it. So,
All right. Any other questions?
I'll ask mine in my diary room when we're done.
All right, I can answer it there. That's very valid. Your diary room. Okay, really quick. I do have to say this, and then I'm going to end the season. It does take a little bit of time for us to get your rules edited. It may not be until tomorrow. I have to be up at 7 a.m. or I have to be up before 7 a.m. to be at work at 7 a.m. So please bear with us. You may be stuck in your current rules. Talk amongst one another. You will have your viewer rules and your alumni rules and your alumni chat. And Jody, you'll have access to the winner circle eventually. Give me time. It does take a lot. And you motherfuckers have me deleting a lot of shit this season. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of VCs I gotta go through and delete. But I appreciate it because it was great. So to the viewers, we cast another winner, and this season it just so happened to be a queen named Jody. Next season, 16 All-Stars will enter the Impulse AI house. How will the All-Stars fare? Who will rise on top and win it all? Will it be a girl like Jody, or will it be someone like that man, Sammy? Stay tuned to find out. From outside the Impulse house, I'm your host, Jolie Chin, without the motherfucking moonvest. Stay safe.
Big guy on. Big guy on.